All right, we're ready to get started with treadmill incline workout number 1. And we're going to start with a 10-minute warm-up. So go ahead and ramp your treadmill up to whatever feels like a comfortable and natural pace for you. So we're just going to start out with some comfortable jogging. If you are using a heart rate monitor, you can go ahead and just be in zone 2 for the first 10 minutes. So this treadmill workout is 35 minutes long. We're going to start with a 10-minute warm-up and we'll finish with a 10-minute cool down. And we're going to have some incline intervals interspersed between some strength and conditioning. So our first interval is going to be 3 minutes at 12%. Then we're going to follow that up with squat jumps and drop lunges for our recovery. So we'll do that for a couple minutes. Then we'll hop back on the treadmill. We'll go for another 3 minutes at 15%. And then we're going to hop back off for our recovery for some mountain climbers and some lunge jumps. After that, we're going to come back on the treadmill for another 3 minutes at 12%. And then we'll follow that up again with some more jumps and lunges. And then before we hit our cool down, we'll do 5 minutes at 10%. So we got some good work here planned for you today. When it gets hard, what I like to do is just crank up the music and zone out. I pick a spot on the wall and focus in on my effort and my breathing. Whenever you're running on an incline, there are a couple tips that will help you in terms of your running posture. So what you can focus on at those higher inclines is a shorter stride, so a quicker cadence. You can focus on pushing off from your toes, your big toes. Keep your shoulders down and relaxed. Sometimes when the effort gets hard, we have a tendency to tense up and bring our shoulders up, so you want to keep those shoulders down and relaxed. And then you always want to keep your eyes forward. Just a relaxed gaze forward, shoulders down, focus on your toes. And we'll be good. So remember to keep this warm-up relaxed. We're going to be working hard today, but not quite yet. So we're going to ease into it. And the point of today is to have fun. We're going to play around on the treadmill. I find that when you vary the pace, when you vary the incline, the workout goes a whole lot faster, which is good, right? So at the beginning of my workouts, usually in the warm-up, what I like to think about is what I'm here for, right? Why are you here today? Why did you sign up for this 5-day challenge? What's your goal? What's your intention? And so as you're running right now, why don't you take a moment to, as the pace is relaxed, just kind of think about that. Think about what it is that you're hoping to get out of this. What's your intention for these next 5 days? And what are you hoping to carry with you after we finish? After we wrap up both today and after the 5-day challenge ends? I know for me, the thing that I like to get out of my workouts is a sense of accomplishment, that I can prove to myself that I'm capable of really hard things, and that when I am challenged, I have the strength inside to rise to the occasion. So think about, what is it that you hope to get out of today, to get out of this workout? And when it gets hard, you can come back to that and revisit that. So we've got about 4 more minutes left in our warm-up here, and then we're going to hit our first incline. And since I'm working with you on these inclines, I'm just going to pump up the jams and grind it out with you. I'll talk you through it, I'll encourage you, but we're going to focus in on our effort, focus in on our breath, use the music. And we'll get through it together. So before we hit that first incline, I want to talk a little bit about pace. So whatever you're at right now, whatever feels relaxed and comfortable for you, I want you to do these inclines at an even more relaxed pace. So we're going to take it down to something that feels comfortably uncomfortable. So it's going to take you a little while to figure out what that is, so don't be afraid to start slow and work your way up in terms of pace, or if you need to, back off the pace. If you feel like jumping off the treadmill and taking a break, that means you're going too fast. So I want you to pick a pace where you're not going to jump off. Our workout in the middle of the week is going to have some intervals where we'll jump off for some rest, but that's not today. So I want you to stay in the saddle, buckle in. That's one of the mantras that I use sometimes, buckle in for the ride because we're not getting off. About 90 seconds left here in our warm-up, and then we're going to bump it up to 12%, and we'll be there for 3 minutes. All right, 45 seconds, and we're going to hit that hill. Remember, the first interval, we're just going to figure out pace. Don't worry about it, play around with it. Comfortably uncomfortable, that's what we're shooting for. Remember to keep your shoulders relaxed. Your turnover fast, feet low to the ground, push off with your toes. have some fun. All right, we're going up in 5, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So we're at a pace that we know we can sustain. If you start off a little slow and don't feel like it's challenging enough, feel free to bump it up. If you started too hard, don't feel bad about scaling it back. The goal is to get through the 3 minutes without jumping off. Here we go. Turning up the music. Shoulders down, gaze forward. We're climbing, here we go. All right, we got 1 minute down, 2 more to go. Here we go. We're halfway through. Try to keep your footfall as natural as possible. We're not up on our toes. A natural stride through the foot. Seconds. Doing great. You should have found a pace by now that feels comfortably uncomfortable, that has you working, but not jumping off. All right, so we're 10 seconds out from jumping off. We're going to hit the mat for squat jumps and drop lunges. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit pause. And we're down here for some squat jumps. Ready? Squat down, jump up, try and touch the ceiling. If you can. We're going with 20 of these. We're 5 in. There's 20. Take a breath. Now we're going to go ahead and 20 drop lunges. So with a drop lunge, you're dropping back and coming up. We're going to do 10 on either side. 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Go ahead and switch. Now if you want to add a little bit more stability, a little bit more difficulty, you can go ahead and bring that leg up. All right, we're going to go back to our squat jumps. Here we go. We're going for 20. 15. 5 more. There we go. Back to the lunges. Drop it back. Come up. All right. 10 on that side. Let's go over here. And then we're hopping back on the treadmill for 3 minutes at 15. All right, here we go. Crank it up to 15%. Grab a drink, and let's hit a pace that's challenging. One thing to remember is that as you increase the incline, your pace is going to decrease, not proportionally. It gets exponentially harder each percentage that you go up on the incline. So often that means you're going to decrease by 1 full mile per hour on the pace. All right, remember those cues. Shoulders down. Quick cadence, quick turnover. Push through the toes. Settle in, buckle in, here we go. All right, let's crank up the music, let's go. Remember why you're here, right? I think moving our bodies is one of the biggest forms of self-love. Giving ourselves the time and the space to either move our body gently or challenge it, so important. So if you need a little cue, you can think about the fact that you came here to love yourself today. You're doing great. Keep climbing. We're embracing the hill today. All right, we're coming up on our 3 minutes. Almost done. We're going to hit the mat for mountain climbers and lunge jumps. In 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, hit pause. We're headed to the mat for mountain climbers. You can take these fast or you can take these slow. We're going to do 20. 5, 10, 19, 20, and we're into lunge jump. Start in the lunge position. We're going to jump up and switch. We're going to do 20. Heading back down for mountain climbers. If you want to, you can pick up the pace or slow it down. Back to the jumps. Let's go for 20. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we're hitting the treadmill again for another 3 minutes at 12%. So scale it back to 12. Ramp up the pace to wherever you were at before. And we're going to grind. Here we go. Your legs are tired from all that jumping. You've been working hard. We have one more set down on the mat after this, and then we have our final climb and cool down. We're 20 minutes in, you're doing amazing. And if you're like me, you're sweating up a storm. All right, 2 more minutes in this interval. 2 more minutes on this hill. Today, you're giving what you have. And I want you to be hard on yourself about what you can and can't do. You're going to be at the edge of what you have for today, and that's enough. You give what you have. And we're tapping back into those intentions that we set at the beginning. What do we want to get out of this for ourselves, for today, and in the long term? One more minute. Remember those cues, shoulders down, push through the toes, buckle in, focus ahead. Crank up the music. We've got 30 more seconds on this hill. More seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're back onto the mat and back to the top. We're going squat, jump. Starting off with 20, here we go. Nine, 10, 11, 15. 5 more. 18, 19, 20, and we're into drop lunges. Here we go. Ooh, got a little confused there. Getting tired? Hey, it's okay, we're working. We're working hard. I thought I was alternating. We're just gonna stick with one side. All right, let's go 10. Think we're at 5. We're just gonna go with it. 9, 10, and we're gonna switch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, we're going back to the jump lunge. Let's go 20. If it hurts, smile. We got 10 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the drop lunge. If lifting up the legs a little too much at this point, that's okay. Just drop it back. We've got 10, let's switch. I don't know about you, but my legs are tired. Remember, this is the recovery. Active recovery. We're gonna take deep breaths before we jump back on for our last climb. All right, here we go. 10%. We are 5 minutes at 10%. I know you've got this. Go with a speed that feels sustainable. I know your legs are tired. If your heart rate's still up from the jumping, take it a little easy for these first 2 minutes, because we're going to push it at the end. Crank up that music. You got this. We're 90 seconds in, you're doing awesome. Keep that gaze ahead. Bring in that mantra for today, whatever it is. I've always got a mantra in my back pocket. And the one that feels most fitting for today is I love myself, therefore I will do my best. I'll give my all. Right? Here we go. We're 2 minutes in. I want you to take that pace, bump it up a little. A little bit faster, a little bit harder, a little bit more uncomfortable. This is where you prove to yourself that you're strong, that you're confident, that you can handle a challenge. Rise to the occasion here. We're on this hill. We're getting close to being done. All right, bump it up again. Here we go with that pace. I want you to ratchet it up a notch. Here we go. Getting harder over here. I don't know if it's getting harder for you, but give what you have today. "90 seconds left. If you've got more to give, I want you to bump it up a couple more. If today feels like a challenge, I want you to just hang tight. So 1 more minute, right? That's how runners count. Okay, 60 seconds, what do you have to give? Bump it up if you can. Go a little bit harder. Here we go. Working hard. We got 40 seconds. Focus in on your form. Eyes ahead. Here we go. 30 seconds. What do you have to give in 30 seconds? Bump it up if you can. Here we go. 15. 10. 8. 7. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Bring it down to 0%. Keep the pace the same. Awesome job. Let your breathing regulate, let your heart rate come down. Take the pace down more if you need to. You've done really amazing work today. We're going to be here for another 3 minutes for our cool down to bring it to 35. If you want to take a longer cool down, go for it. You can stretch it on after we've wrapped up here. You've done a great job. You really have. Built some leg strength today. We worked on stability and you climbed. I've got 560 feet in elevation gain on this run today. That's a great workout. You should be really proud of yourself, proud of what you did today. So keep it relaxed here. No need to finish with a fast running at the end of the climb workout. If anything, you can extend the cool down. About 40 more seconds in this cool down. And if you haven't yet, I want you to smile. Even if you're at the gym, smile. Whether you're starting your day or ending your day, you can smile while you're working hard and challenging yourself. That's a win. We got 5 more seconds. And we're done. Thanks so much for joining me today. You did amazing work. This is a tough workout. You should be really proud of yourself, and I'll see you next time.